Production.
What's going on? We're looking here at Neptune digital assets. I like the chart from a weekly perspective the most, because what I see from a weekly perspective is that we're currently hovering around a major zone. We're trying to beat this range. This is the most important zone here. We're trying to beat this. We're struggling a little bit right now, but it's holding up fairly well. So this area right here from 31 to 41 cents, it seems to be like that's obviously the area where there's the most confluence in the past few years, right? We're looking back to 2020 now. So let's put on the volume profile. And that's telling us here that the price that's been traded the most is 28 cents. The next price is around 36 cents. Okay. So I think right now it's just a patience game with this name. I do think like setups like this tend to perform insane. This is on a log chart, by the way. But like the upside on this, it looks potentially up to maybe $5, $6 here. If we're looking into like July 2025, like the pattern that we're looking at is a great one. It's been developing for quite a long time, right? We could be looking at something like this. You could also look at it from a more shorter term perspective, right? Maybe something like this. That could be the play we're looking at. It's shaping up. But right now, when we're looking at, for example, Bitcoin's leading all these stocks, right? We look at how Bitcoin's setting up. We just maybe need a little bit more patience for a few more weeks. Let this, it's coiling in tight. We're in this clear range here now on Bitcoin where 38,000 and 48,000 or 50, 49 maybe. Yeah. So what happens in these two zones in the next few weeks, we might just, for all we know, we go sideways until the halving, right? If that's the case, we might see something like this for the next few weeks. What that might mean for Neptune digital assets is that maybe we retest 23 cents. Maybe we just slowly consolidate until we get that pump up move into, this is the range we're going to have to battle regardless, right? This is the resistance, 43 cents, 38 to 43 cents. We're going to have to stay closer to that range for a little bit longer, right? Something like this before we get a move. How long that'll take, who knows, right? But this is the weekly time frame. If we see something like that, the setup is very likely going to break out. So if you look at Hive here, way back though, we're talking about back in 2020, look at the setup, right? We have this resistance, and we get closer and closer and closer into the resistance, and we hang around there for quite some time before we get that large breakout. So if we're looking at Neptune digital assets here, we might be looking at something similar where this previous support is now resistance. We might just need to hang out here for a little bit longer before we get that breakout. Overall, I like the setup. Only worry here, right, is that if Bitcoin does go sideways or even dips even, we have this gap here that might want to be filled. So if you're looking at this name, a possibility of coming back into the 19 to 21 cents is there from a bearish perspective. So I wouldn't want to just like rule that out like it's not possible. So that's something I want to be aware of. I'll have that there to know that if I do see price there, I'm going to be looking at for a buying opportunity around this area. So that's the breakdown here on Neptune digital assets. Peace.